I have the great pleasure now of being joined by Cecilia Yates, who's a council member for the American Society for Investigative Pathology. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I think out of the gate we need to talk about how pathology fits into this meeting.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you asked that question because pathology, everyone thinks, when they hear it, they think, oh, forensic medicine, we're doing autopsies, all that kind of stuff. And we have some pathologists that are doing that, they're anatomic pathologists, but more importantly, at this meeting, we are mostly investigative or experimental pathologists. And what does that mean? We study mechanisms of disease. So everything at this meeting fits into the pathology platform because we're trying to translate our bench work into improving health, better health outcomes, and we are interested in the mechanisms of that. And so I want to kind of make that clear that that's the basis of our society. And the interesting thing is, even though we're a so small society at this meeting, we are the society that includes both basic sciences, translational, applied, and clinical scientists. Our society is very eclectic like that. We have a very diverse group of folks that participate as members.
So extremely important. I know part of your job, you're involved in career development. So talk to me about how being here as a member can help individuals, and that also helps the big picture of science.
Yeah, so I am currently the chair of the Career Development and Diversity Committee. We call it C2D2 to be short, because it's sort of a tongue twister. But the nice thing about ASIP is that we are invested in our members' career, their development, how they brand their science, how they promote their science for their entire career journey, starting as trainees, moving into their junior faculty position or their first industry job. Some go into government, some go into policy, but we are a very close-knit society that puts a lot of time and effort into our members when it comes to developing their career in this area.
Knowing that you have that safety net, I imagine, can be very inspirational.
It is.
And how do you think that being at a meeting like this, afterwards, people can be inspired?
So I think that networking, having an opportunity to meet people that are doing exactly what you want to do in 3 or 4 years or 5 or 6 years, folks that are very approachable and they're willing to sit down and talk to you. Yesterday we had a really interactive session in the morning for trainees to meet mentors in all areas of science, academia, to help write grants, to find out what is investigative experimental pathology, all of that. And we had our senior members sit down and actually have these conversations. Some are chairs of departments, deans, executives of societies, and they sat down with the trainees and had a real conversation and really reached out to, make that connection. So our goal is to provide that lifelong mentorship, not just here at the meeting, but continuous.
But also in terms of making connections outside of your society, what would be your best advice to members who are here?
So I think, you start in and then work out, right? And it's a nice web because we have some members, I found out Friday, we had some members that have been attending EB since the 70s. And I thought that was just amazing. So you can only imagine the wealth of knowledge that they have, how many connections. So starting inside of our society and connecting with those folks, then they can help you network outside to the meeting as a whole. I'm excited when my students come because they get to take advantage of all the opportunities, cross disciplines. They get to understand pharmacology, microbiology. It's really a very nice meeting, and I'm happy that ASIP is a part of it.
And that's great for the future. Thanks, Cecilia.